Flowing through the heart of southern England, the Kennet is home to some big barbel, tremendous tench, fine fat trout, and even the mysterious lady of the stream, the grayling. Wrongly classified as a coarse fish by the 1878 Freshwater Act, the grayling is really a game fish, one of the salmonid family.
Yes!
Which means it's more than happy to take a fly.
It's either a trout or a grayling. Now this one's taken a sort of claret-coloured gold head. It's definitely a grayling because I got a flash of its big fin then. Now look, the beautiful thing about grayling is this huge dorsal fin. It's a lovely thing. The males actually flip the dorsal fin over the back of the female while they're mating to, as they say in the books, hold her in position, in station. But it's actually a very tender thing. They're a great fish. On the back of the fin, they have these purple spots. Now these act like a flag. They send messages of alarm, and also it's a mating ritual. The flashing backwards and forwards of the two spots, a bit like an ambulance light on top. And as you see from the mouth, they're a bottom-feeding fish. And if you look at the eye, it's pear-shaped. They have very good forward vision, but not so good lateral vision. They're also supposed to taste wonderful. Cook them with fennel, morel mushrooms, grill them, bake them, roast them. But this one's going back.
To properly hunt down grayling, you need a man with a nose for the job. Major Vince Gwilym is not only the ex-Welsh Rivers champion, he's also a major grayling guru.
Can't see what it is yet.
You're doing a grand job there.
Well, it's difficult. I'm not sure if it's a trout or
a grayling.
Can't see it. Any fins? Any silver?
So a bit of a fin there. It's a grayling.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't see it. The sun is in my eyes.
Real.
Yeah, there he is.
Right?
Yeah. That's lovely. Oh, he's fighting well.
Your first ever, is it?
First ever? You cheeky so-and-so. I tell you what, is it bigger than the one you are? He's coming in over the net slightly. That's lovely, Nick. Thanks very much, mate. Brilliant, thanks.
It's a lovely little fish.
Just look. Oh, that's
lovely
beautiful.
big fish, really.
Look at the fin on that. Oh, look at that.
That's a gorgeous little one, isn't it?
Look at that.
Skimping back pretty quick, I reckon.
Yes, I think we should. Yeah. Get him to the side there.
Just a ticket.
Oh, baby.
Wait, she doesn't seem any the worse for wear.
No, she's off.
Now, Vince, what is this? Tell me about this big lump.
It's not a big lump. It's float dough, and it's a marker.
So that's an indicator.
It's an indicator, really. But it certainly does the trick. And the slightest touch, and you know how fast the grayling are taking the fly. And if you lift your hook, 9 times out of 10, you're in the fish.
What about on the business end? What have you got on the
the killer bug?
The killer bug.
So yes, killer bug.
Now this is just a very bland coloured wool, isn't it? It's nothing very exciting there at all.
Absolutely. What we're going to do next, in fact, we're going to lay in some lead. Now the purpose of this lead is obvious. The
Get
fish,
it down.
The fly must go deep into the water.
Now, are grayling always deep?
No. Obviously during the winter they go to deeper water and they shoal in the winter in quite large shoals. And in fact you can take a fish from a shoal, a grayling from a shoal, release it and go back to the shoal, and you can literally take another fish within minutes, seconds sometimes if you're fast enough. If you want a comparison of a trout fly to the Sawyer's bug, there are many nymphs. You've got the pheasant-tailed nymph. The only thing about it is that this bug, as you call it, is so plain as you can see. There's basically nothing to it at all.
And so it basically just looks like a maggot or a grub.
A grub. That's perhaps a better word than a maggot. I'm going to use this, what is known as a whip finishing tool. Now I'm picking up the silk and just turning around itself. If you were ever a Boy Scout, whip finishing.
They throw me out.
Did they?
Yeah.
I can understand that, I think.
True purists wouldn't dream of using a visible bite detector, preferring to do everything by feel alone. But upstream nymphing for grayling is definitely made much easier with an indicator. Vince favours the high-tech orange fluoro float dough approach, while fishing writer Gordon Mackay goes for something much more natural. Classic way to fish for grayling is to stalk your fish, spot it and cast directly in front of it. But if the water's cloudy, the weed's too long or the river's too deep, you have to fish blind, casting simply where you think there might be fish. At times like these, a floating indicator can seriously increase your chances. Now purists may scoff, but a lump of floating sheep can work wonders.
This is just a bit of ordinary wool taken off a barbed wire fence.
The reason it's so useful, really, straight from a fence, is because it's still got its waterproof properties. In other words,
A bit oily.
if you use an ordinary piece of wool, it won't be any good. But off the fence, that's absolutely ideal. Get any bits of muck out of it. And all you've got to do, really, is roll it up into as tight a ball as you can. Fold it a couple of times, like that, so that it's good and tight. Because obviously the tighter it is, the more it's going to float.
The more buoyant it will be.
Yeah. And then all I do is I make a single loop.
So you just make a loop in the line itself. Pop
Yes.
it in there.
Pop it in just above any knot you've got. And then
Right.
simply pull it tight. And that's all you've got to do.
And then that floats along the surface,
Yeah,
holding your nymph a couple of feet below.
exactly. And all you need then is a bit of mud, degrease that.
Right.
The nymph itself has got to be of adequate weight to get down to the level of the fish.
It's a good one because it's nice and, you know, it's not a poncy looking fly.
No matter how unponcy your nymph might be, lots of fish are happy to eat it. Trouble is, some of them are trout, which in March are strictly out of season. It's because rivers like this are premium trout waters that grayling have got a bad name. For fans, though, there's actually a grayling society to join. But can it put you on the fish?
Oh, absolutely. Not necessarily to catch the fish, mind, but because, as you know, they're not the easiest fish to catch.
What's the easiest way to catch grayling? If you were starting off, it was your first time out.
I don't think there's an easy way. I would say if you're going to catch a grayling, you've got to first find the grayling.
And you're looking for a river with a good bit of gravel on the bottom?
Yes.
Fast runs?
Yes, the thing about the grayling is it will only live in a pure water environment with a gravel bed, as you say, fast runs and glides and top quality water. It will not live in bad quality water.
Now, trotting is a very, very traditional way of fishing for grayling, either with a worm or a couple of maggots, and today I'm going to try a bit of maggot. The thing about trotting, you want a float rod and a centre pin reel. This is an Avon classic. Now I love these things, I've seen them on telly. I thought, oh yeah, that looks great. I thought, I bet they're really tricky to use, and this is the second time I've ever used one. And all you do is just get it in the water and feed it down. And honestly, believe me, if I can do it... Oh, and there we are, straight away. I'll tell you, if I can do it, anyone can do it. That is a grayling. That is a lovely grayling. Hugging on the bottom a bit there.